Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going into Bitcoin. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So there's an expression in England, sell in May, go away, don't come back until St. Leger's Day. Well, St. Leger's Day was a few days ago, and literally, we've opened this week, we're having a right little pump, aren't we, so far across the crypto markets. We've got Solana that's absolutely bounced off the dollar and the cent on a key level support that I posted on Twitter in the Discord for the CoinsKid crew, and it's absolutely bolting. It's doing really, really well. I know everyone was optimal bearishness the past couple of weeks as we were sort of approaching that bottom right there with the bullish divergence. So it looks as though we're starting to play out right now in the crypto markets. We've got Chainlink that's approaching that killer resistance. There is a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern on Chainlink, which I've shown the CoinsKid crew and equally on Twitter as well. So this is why you do need to get involved in the communities on Twitter right there especially, and the Discord if you can, okay? And all the links are on CoinsKid.com. A lot of people say, where are the links? How do I get involved? They're all on CoinsKid.com or in each and every single video description, okay? So anyway, this at the moment, selling May, literally the market started to crash towards the end of April, mid-April, wasn't it? So, approaching May, start to sell and then come back after St. Leger's Day. And right now we are seeing a positive reaction. Now, one thing that a lot of people were so confident of this month was the Rectember, wasn't there? But so far we're having a beautiful September for Bitcoin. We'll dive into that in a moment. But if we do put in a positive month for Bitcoin this month, which is absolutely possible, then, this will be the first time in around about 6 years that Bitcoin's actually printed a positive month for September. So will it continue into October, November, which is synonymous with, very bullish months of crypto right here, and for investors to return after the summer low? So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's dive into the charts right now and see what we can see. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and we are running to this key resistance of 382 at 27374. We're working our way up through the fibs here, holding the EMAs in a bullish cross. This is beautiful data. We can't ignore this data. So right now, if Bitcoin breaks this level of resistance, okay, takes out this white trend line, where's the next leg of resistance where, it'd be a sweet spot to open a short, or a sweet spot to take some profit, or look for a swing opportunity? So this is what we do. We ride the wave. So in the charts just here, if you take a look, we've got this massive leg of support again. While I've always taught you, God candles, whether you lose support, they'll always come back up to backtest of resistance or support. Resistance, you're breaking it, you do usually come back to backtest of support. So what I'm looking at right now here we've got this beautiful God candle, haven't we, of support where we compressed and then boom, we dropped. We had a sort of shallow retracement, got rejected off 55, then we put in that lower low, some kind of little bear trap down here where everyone says, oh no, we're going to 12k, 10k and all that business, but we never dropped, okay? And most important, we held that low, haven't we? And we've had a beautiful reaction into this neckline. So in theory, this is a reversal pattern, and this is what you do usually see in C waves, or the end of corrections basically. And this is something that I think we're in the macro, and I've gone through this with you. This is why there's stacks of confluence at level 2618 at 47193. I think we've broken out of a massive bump and run pattern. In November last year we bottomed and broke out in January. I brought it to your attention, and what we did here and the bump and run pattern, we broke out, back test and then a regular ABC, and then boom, we started to come back upstairs, okay? And we're sort of marching towards that target right now. So anyway, there's no bias. If the tides change, and obviously I'll alert you, but so far so good. We're riding these waves. So what am I looking at? What's the next level of resistance for Bitcoin? If you begin to take out the 55, if you begin to take out the 382, and equally if you take out that leg just there for Bitcoin, okay? So potentially, if we hold these EMAs right now and we get some kind of consolidation pattern here, have to come up into this resistance, the breakout, in theory, we should be running into this leg here, this support. Do you see this? We're melted through that without backtest resistance. We've got a big God candle backtest. So in theory, I think a good place to take some profit and open a short will be on the golden ratio once we take out this resistance. That level is at 28994. So for me, I'm looking to take profit on my longs, look for a bit of a swing up. If it goes against me, it goes against me, but I'll always tell you what I'm doing right there. But obviously we've got to break this resistance and hold this bullish cross that's coming up and supporting our ass basically. So I think we're going to get some kind of price compression here. Like I said to you, if this starts to break and holds all this, we'll get some compression lead to expansion. If this does begin to break, I would definitely be looking to take some profit at 28994, which is a golden ratio, lining up with that beautiful level of support right there, back test the resistance, and then coming for some kind of macro ABC. Everyone gets really, really bearish again, and then we continue with the show right there for Bitcoin, okay? Because so far it does look as though it is playing out like this massive bump and run pattern here, okay? So we've got this, basically we've gone sideways like that, which is what that is, then we drop, then we come up, then we did the little bear trap, and this is what this is. We got the drop, we come up and we did a little bear trap, and then we ran into the resistance, toyed with it for a little bit, and right now we're toying with with that resistance, but once we break out, we run into this previous leg of support that was lost. You see that? Then we come back in an ABC, holding that, and then we're gone. So potentially run into that, some kind of flash crash, and then we go again. So this is a scenario that I'm looking at. Just trying to ride the waves and identify potential patterns in the charts for you, so we can make money on a daily basis. So that's basically Bitcoin at the moment. I can't get too bearish. I think Bitcoin's potentially carving out this, bump and run pattern. I did post this in a video last week. I think it was Tuesday, literally a day after the bottom. We started to notice a potential pattern that was playing out right here with a bit of bear trap, with a bullish divergence, and obviously running to this resistance. And so far, it's conforming to this. So this is pretty good. Okay, so right now there's no guarantees. If Bitcoin does coil up here and it breaks this resistance, that's my next leg of resistance. The golden ratio at 28994. Now, if it begins to break through that, so be it. We've sort of took profit on a long when we probably shouldn't, but I'm just trying to ride the waves with you right now. But for me, Bitcoin is looking relatively bullish. Okay, let's dive into the 5-minute time frame, see if we can see any potential trade setups going forward. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin then, currently on a long for position from this point here when we had that ABC correction. We was building a longs down here, wasn't we, with a stop down here as well. We're currently up roughly, what is that, around about 5.3% on that long. So like I said to you, opportunity level feels like opportunity. I know maximum bearishness right there, but we did break out. We got the bullish engulfing candle on the daily, so that was confidence of the fact that you start to need to build some long positions and stop being too bearish basically, and herd mentality. And right now we're sort of coming up, going sideways, coming up, going sideways, coming up, going sideways. So we're slowly but surely working our way up into them key levels of resistance, potentially charging towards that golden ratio right there. So what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, we can clearly see we've got this leg of resistance, resistance, resistance. So this is an ascending triangle. You compressed, you broke out, you back test the neckline support, and you're looking to go again. So what we've done here for Bitcoin, we've actually put in a new local high. So this doesn't look too bearish for me at the moment. Okay, I think this is actually looking for continuation, and what we've got is all this support coming up, creeping up, that's sort of compressing and forcing us out basically. So if Bitcoin can continue doing what it's doing, it's looking technically really nice. Okay, and I did say this to you down here, once we crawled up and we broke out above these EMAs, I said to you Bitcoin is looking quite nice here, because what we've got is a 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. So we needed to see 5 waves, and we've got the ABC correction. So right here we're looking at continuation of the impulsiveness basically until we're not. Okay, so if we do go for a big major crash, it's obviously the retracement that's going to give the game away. But I think what we're doing, we're sort of coming up, going sideways, coming up like this. We've got a leg of support that keeps creeping up. Primarily the daily and 20, 10 EMA right there is creeping us up as well. So if we begin to fall through that, obviously look for a macro correction, but at the moment we're holding that support and it's creeping us into the key level of resistance right now. So what we've got here for Bitcoin, if you take a look, we've got this ascending triangle from a resistance to a support. Boom, look at that, you broke out, technical target met, take profit at that point, technical target met, like I've always said to you, then come back and we've got the correction back down to fill this level of resistance as support. Look at that, beautiful ascending triangle again on the micro. So this is a lovely little micro move at the moment for Bitcoin. What you've got this leg of resistance just there for Bitcoin. So if you do go through some kind of big ABC correction just there, then this might be a lovely little leg of support for Bitcoin to get some bids filled with your stop loss on this swing low to negate this potential continuation of the impulsiveness just there for Bitcoin. Okay, so if you're looking for a lovely little trade and you're not necessarily long already, because we've been building longs from this position, we had a correction the other day and we absolutely nailed that, adding to our longs just there as well, which I posted in the Discord for the CoinsKid crew right there. We've added into a position, so we're doing okay. So the minute it turns a corner, it looks like we've got a macro correction at play. I will alert you obviously, but at the moment we've just got to respect what's happening. We're coming up, we're coming down, and we're holding support. So clearly at the moment what we have got is a series of high lows at the moment for Bitcoin. So until we start to break down and create that sort of macro correction, we're looking pretty tasty for continuation here. So at the moment, this is why I'm saying to you the key support going forward for another impulsive move here, taking out this local high that we put in, is losing this low, because obviously this negates sort of this up, the high-low situation here that we've got in a potential 1, ABC 2, 3, ABC 4, 5 continuation. Do you see that? So this is why at this point here, this might be a good area to put some long bids in on buy bit or bit. Get us entirely up to you, and to put your stop loss on this swing low here to negate this potential continuation. It really is that simple. Okay, so obviously at the minute Bitcoin's breaking out, it's coming up into resistance, falling back to support. The minute it starts to break down and it looks like it's got a macro correction, I'll alert you. And we'll look at them targets as and when. But at the moment we just have to respect the data and respect the trend at the moment from this bottom that we put in last week and Monday. Everyone was maximum bearishness, but we are coming up the stairs. We're breaking this previous swing high, so we're beginning to make progress. Okay, but obviously we've got a lot of work to do, but never count it and never take it off the table. Bitcoin, when it starts going, it really does start going, as you're fully aware. Okay, so I wish everyone the utmost luck, but my next key leg of resistance going forward for Bitcoin is that golden ratio, which I've pointed out for you. So if we do coil up here and we get another explosive break to the upside, then I will definitely be looking to take profit on my long positions, which I've been building. Okay, I've been building my long positions right there for Bitcoin. I would definitely be looking to take profit at that, because I'm not greedy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.